Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom Strategies. So in this video, I wanted to give you a quick morning update before we get into the week. Today is February the 12th, and before we get into this week, I wanted to give you kind of a quick recap and update on what to expect, especially from the big three like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So as I have said it before on the channel, that whether we get a next leg up or down, we need to monitor the situation in Bitcoin. Doesn't matter if you have a position in Bitcoin or not, but Bitcoin is it's a queen bee. You know, we have to monitor the price action in Bitcoin in order to see what kind of like overall momentum we are getting into the cryptocurrency market. And Bitcoin, whether you really like it or not, if you agree with the technology, if you think it's outdated, it doesn't matter. That's none of my concern. What I'm trying to tell you here is, like, we need to monitor this coin closely, because that will really dictate how the overall portfolio of cryptocurrency will pan out. Like, if we're gonna make if we're gonna go toward that 1 trillion market cap and end of 2018 or not, we need to have strong price action in Bitcoin. All right. So before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I post new content every day, especially to educate users like you who are new to the crypto community, who are new to the investing. And if you think these videos are helping you in your trading, if you think these videos you're learning something from these videos, please give me a thumbs up. That really means a lot. I recently found out that there is some person who is downloading my videos from my channel and uploading on his channel exact same video, and one of the viewer told me that, and I really appreciate that, and I reported that to YouTube, and they took those videos down, which was kind of scary in a way, that someone is like downloading same exact video that I'm downloading. It's like my voice, my charts, and he is just uploading it, and people are watching it. Excuse me, people are watching it on the channel. So if you see anything like that, please let me know. I definitely don't want to have wrong information out there. I want to make sure the people who really need help are getting the right help from right person, not from someone who's trying to pretend to be someone who is not. All right. Other thing I will also want to say that within a couple of days, I will be giving you like a service, an optional service if you prefer, to analyze your portfolio. What do I mean by that? So I get a lot of questions from viewers and subscribers that, hey, what should can you look into this coin? What do you think about this coin? And if I have like good positioning for the upturn, or am I getting enough protection on my downturn? So I'm getting this kind of questions, and I feel like there is not enough information out there for the users who are trying to invest into the crypto market or even the stock market. There are a lot of new users, and what I'm trying to tell you is, like, what I'm trying to provide is I want to give you this service which I can analyze the portfolio. Let's say if you want to do any analysis on your portfolio, I will analyze your portfolio. I will give you what are some of the best strategies you can use to withstand some downturn, and how you should be placing setting yourself up for the upturns. All right, so I will give you the more details on that probably within like a day or two, but just let you know that is coming. I want to make sure that it's not overly burdened for the new users, new investors, and I want to make sure that people who are really serious about changing their investment approach and really learning something new, and they can apply to crypto trading or your stock trading, has those tools in order to become a better investor. And just basically I mean, we all here to make sure we are financially secure, right? So I want to make sure you have those right tools. in order to become financially secure in your respective life. So that's what I want to offer you. I see there are a lot of training programs, shorting programs, but what I have seen so far is people are not just simply don't have time to monitor the market day to day or an hour to hour, and see what is what kind of thing they should be watching out for. I mean, they are professional who are people who are asking. They are either students, professional, working, people who just don't have the time or don't have time to learn all the technicals, all the indicators. I mean, I think the starting point for right now would be a service that can analyze your portfolio, whatever you have right now in your portfolio, analyze it and give you hey, this is the things that you need to be watching out for. These are the changes that you should be making. So things like that. All right, and I will give you more detail on it, but just to kind of give you a heads up that the phantom portfolio analysis service is coming up within this week. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so Bitcoin, I made this video on Friday that we are going to be marching toward the 10,000 mark, and the reason I said that is because we got out of this falling wedge pattern. But what I haven't seen right now, we are seeing this reversal right now on the candlestick on the daily, but what I don't see is a higher volume, and that little bit concerning that I'm not seeing the higher volume at this point. I was expecting a little bit of higher volume in Bitcoin price action, and especially when the futures market overall, the indies are also up. There is a bounce. I see there's almost like a dead cat bounce that's coming in the global market. As you can see, the volume is not coming. That tells me it's just the short people who are short, they're just closing their position, and not too many longs are committing yet. All right, so going back to Bitcoin, we need to make sure we stay over this trend line. That's going to be critical. We need to make sure we stay over the 8,000 support in order to make that 10,000 run toward 10,000 this week. I was expecting that to come perhaps sooner, but the volume hasn't picked up. That's one of the things that as I said, the volume needs to pick up in order to make a run toward that 10,000 mark. If I look at the weekly for Bitcoin, we have this hanging man reversal pattern on the weekly, which is more bullish than bearish. See this long leg right here with a hammer on the top? That reversal pattern indicates a lot of chartists, a lot of technicals that hey, we perhaps have a reversal that's on the weekly coming up, and that's a bullish signal in my opinion for the bigger time frame. So always look at the bigger time frame. The weekly trumps the daily and monthly trumps the weekly. So but we haven't closed the month yet, so we shouldn't be, I mean, we can look at it, but it's too early to look at the monthly because the month is still in progress. But we have just closed the weekly with the hammer, which is very bullish sign, and what we are seeing is a nice bounce up. So technically speaking, this should make a run toward 10,000. But the lack of volume is a little bit concerning right now, so I just want to keep an eye on that. We want to make sure that there is enough people who are comfortable getting into the price action at this level. So please make sure that you always are protecting your downside. If you have made some of the gains, like 50-60% gains on some of the coins that we recommended, like Litecoins, or so, take some off the table. It's never, you will never go broke by taking profit. All right, let me say this again. You will never go broke by taking profits. All right, bulls make money, bears make money, hogs get slaughtered. All right, so don't be a hog. All right, if you're getting 50%, 60% profits, take something off. Take maybe X% out of the equation. You can always get back in. It's not like this is not the last train. This is not the last bus. You can always get back in at the better price. All right, so let me be very upfront. Don't be a hog. Bulls make money, bears make money, hogs get slaughtered. So don't be a hog. All right, now covering Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing. We are like, you know, in the resistance line around 880 is we need to break that. That resistance been like, you know, we had tried to pierce it once. Now we are trying it again, trying to make a room toward it, but we are not, the volume is not picking up. So volume is the game, is the name of the game right now. It's not picking up, and we need to see the volume in order to make a confirmation. We need to see those volume come in order to get comfortable with this bounce. All right. All right, so let's look at Litecoin. Same thing. All this, see, the thing is, if you look at this chart pattern, is where they're very similar. There are minor, like, you know, there are minor things here and there if you're looking at from the experienced eye point, but like they're almost sitting at the like very similar chart, like, you know, the patterns. Because as I said in the beginning of the video, Bitcoin is the queen bee. We need to make sure the queen bee is happy and healthy and, you know, moving in the right direction. That will really dictate this whole crypto market. As far as the, like, you know, Litecoin goes, resistance for intermediate is 166. We tried to pierce that a few days ago, did not work, came right back in. So again, we need to see higher volume in order to see a run toward 175. Okay, so that's for Litecoin. Let's cover the headline news real quick. Just wanted to give you, like, you know, what people are talking about it, because a lot of, like, you know, people who are not chartists or not technical, who don't look at the technical indicators, they probably come to the website like CoinDesk and just look at the headline news. Let me tell you, like, you know, let me tell you a secret. All right, everything that you see here, most of this thing, like the professional investor, everything that you see on this headline, professional investor have that information already. This is already baked into the professional investor's strategy for the short term and the long term. All this is for the retail traders. This is for the people who are holding the doors. This is for retail traders who are, like, you know, just getting into the market. This is nothing. There's a you know, saying, like, you know, you sell it on the news. You know, when the news hit, people usually sell it on those news. Professional investors. So all these things are already in the professional investor strategy plan. All this information is already baked in. So whatever you're seeing, you call so-called quote-unquote news to the retail investor, this information is already been out to the professional and hedge funds and, like, you know, the bigger investors, because they have so much resource on their in their, like, you know, in their, like, in their capacity, like, you know, all this information, they're getting it much ahead of you. They have like people on the payroll who are constantly, like, you know, chatting with the guys who are, like, making this, like, writing these articles, like this guys who are writing this Omkar, Goble, whatever, Wolfie. So, I mean, a lot of these people are, like, people who are writing these articles. I mean, it's not a, cryptocurrency is not a regulated market. Let me say that again. It's not a regulated market. So people, you know, there is no such thing as you're not going to get punished for insider information. There is no such thing as you will get, you know, jail time or something, or, like, you know, penalties for insider trading. Yeah, people don't want to do it if you have some ethics, but, you know, there are plenty of people who don't have ethics. You see those scam coins because they don't have ethics. So don't get surprised when, like, you know, you see, like, a huge spike up in some coin and you wonder, like, what happened, and then 2 days later you realize, hey, they're releasing a new project, or there's something the major happened, and like, all the price action is already baked into it because the insider already bought it. They already bought it, and they already probably bought it for the family members too, because, I mean, this is not regulated. This market is not regulated, you know. If the guys on the Wall Street do insider trading on regulated market, do you think people here are not doing insider trading on unregulated market? Just ask that question to yourself, okay? If big whales on Wall Street are doing insider trading, I mean, cryptocurrency is unregulated. People are doing it. One thing, so don't be naive. There is a lot of insider trading going on in crypto. All right, it's like all this headline news that you're looking at. you are probably the second, third person. These are not news. This is outdated stuff. All right. Give you a quick recap. Again, we need to stay over that 8,000 mark in Bitcoin. Make sure we are getting the volume into the equation. This overall global market, in my opinion, so far is holding up, but it's holding up as a dead cat bounce kind of hold up. There might be some shorts who will come in around 2,700 and put a short position because the trend line is broken. All right, this trend line that was keep on going up in S&P and Nasdaq, that has been broken. If there is any downturn in the global market, you will see what do you call it, a ripple effect into the cryptocurrencies. All right, so keep that in mind. And just to recap, on the Phantom service, what I have said it in the beginning of the video, I will be offering a portfolio analysis service soon. So if you are serious about your investment, if you want me to take a look at your portfolio and analyze it for you and give you the tips and tricks on it, I will be posting a detailed video on it soon. That should be coming out early this week. Alright, so that's all for today. I will be doing some altcoins later in the afternoon, so stay tuned and let me know if you have any questions, if you have any concerns. We can talk about it on the channel. I'm pretty good about replying right away, so stay tuned. Alright, best of luck.